while we're waiting for people to arrive, I'm just going to put on the video I did for the 3rd year anniversary, because it pertains to our discussion and our meeting tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and we'll start right after this and go into the presentation.
Hello, I'm Dan Lutz, and I'm addressing the abundance-minded people of the world, those sovereigns that want to help participate in our mission to end global poverty. This is the 3rd year anniversary of the Billion Coin / Kringle Coin. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how we became a society from a community and how our coin can be used to eliminate. So let's get started. Kringle coin is the cryptocurrency that does not set its price by a market exchange. Instead, it uses an algorithm. The value is increased by 1 grain of gold for each new member that joins. The price is set once a day based upon the total number of members times the price of 1 grain of gold. Now, above my head here, there is an example of a dime. And 1 grain of gold you can see is in the middle, compared to also a 5 grain there. So you can know that it's a very small amount of gold that's being added in value. And that value comes from our members. So Kringle coin has, in the last 6 months, added 50,000 members. They became active by joining and paying the $22 fee. Well, it's really 8 grains of gold, but we'll get into that. I did a video back in September where I actually outlined how we can be compared to the other cryptocurrencies that are on the markets compared to our algorithm-based pricing. Now, it's kind of apples and oranges, but this is one way that we can look at it is at this time was we're looking at registrations. The emails were registered to the Kringle Cash website. So at that time, we had 18 million emails that were registered. So that's that. I compared that to the number of wallets in Bitcoin, which is 22 million, and 35 million Ethereum wallets. But just a couple months after that, we were at 50 million registered records in the database. But this 50 million registrations really shows that we have a very big impact. So, but a better way to look at how TBC / Kringle coin is stacking up is to really look at how many transactions are being done. So this is an independent website, which is called rankit.com. So if you put any website in front of rankit.com, it'll actually tell you how many daily visitors you're getting. So the website's at the top there, tbc009.net.rankank.com. Just go there and you'll see the updated numbers. And it's gonna change from time to time, it'll be up and down, but just as comparison. Specifically looking at the daily unique visitors, 13,873. Now on this another website, which is bitinfocharts.com, and you can see that here's a top 7 where the top 3 are in the hundreds of thousands of transactions, 300,000, 500,000, almost 900,000 for Ripple. And down below on the smaller ones, it's hard to see. So I'm going to eliminate the top 3. So you can see Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Zcash here with 24,000, 13,000, and 3,000 transactions per day. So again, from that website, we saw that we had unique visits to our wallet every day of 13,873. So that would actually put us now let's talk about what value is. Because we get our value from our membership. We call it proof of membership. If you have a solid gold statue of a Buddhist, so if you have a solid gold statue of a Buddhist, and you want to compare that to an old Buddhist, you know, which one would you say has more value? So what if you had a solid gold statue of a beautiful woman? And you could compare that to a living beautiful woman. Which one would you say has more value? When we're comparing these side by side, we have to see that there is a difference. The main difference is, you know, living beings compared to statues made of gold. So on the statues, the price is set by the market, right there, and that market changes every day. So, but its value is the gold. The price is set by gold. Now, compared to the living beings, they're infinite in value. They're priceless. So let's look at this example. This is an artist, Mark Quinn. He created this solid gold statue of a woman in a very unique pose. So Mark, it has an infinite value, but why? Why does he have infinite value? Right? It's because he is a creator and he can make more gold statues. In fact, he can make an infinite number, well, as long as he's living, that is. So here's another example. Which has more value? The debt slave or the sovereign? Well, this is a trick question. Both have equal value. The only difference is that the debt slave just doesn't know that he has that. Sovereign has an abundance mindset, creates his wealth from his actions, and is fearless in dealing with obstacles. The debt slave has a scarcity mindset, creates nothing, and obeys the system of fear programming. So now, which has value? I think you know now. It is the sovereign, because the gold price is set by a market, and the sovereign has infinite value in its prices. We had a question that used to be part of the process of getting a wallet in Kringle Society. I'm going to focus in on this part of the question. It says, the value of our coin is directly tied to our membership agreement and has nothing to do with a market, which is why our coin always appreciates in value as our membership grows. We grow, we know this is highly unusual within the world today. We lead in the abundance movement with this coin. It has more value than a pile of rocks. So basically, we're looking at the value of our members as how our value is placed into our coin. And we're using the price of gold as a reference. So let's look at how you join as a member of the Kringle Society and you add 1 grain of gold at value for each TPC. So we use a small statue to represent 1 grain of gold. For every member that joins, that value is going to be added to our group. In fact, as a membership grows, we get more and more value until we reach our goal and target of 1 billion members. That is our end cap for the value of our coin, 1 billion grains of gold. Right now, we have 3.3 million members. So that means our value is 3.3 million grains of gold. So that's the value. But what is the price of 1 TPC coin? Well, the price, you have to look at the price of gold. And you can literally look up 1 grain of gold, and it's $2.69. So it's $2.69 times 3.3 million members. That's $8.877 million per coin. It's a lot of value in 1 coin. Again, tied to our members. But what's the difference between a TBC coin and a Kringle coin? No difference. They're exactly the same coin. The only difference is that TBC is a full coin and Kringles are a fraction of a TBC coin. There are 1 million Kringles in one full TBC coin. Just as pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters are the same currency as a dollar, they are just a piece of a dollar. Kringles are the same currency as a TBC coin. They are just a piece of a TBC coin. So when we joined our Kringle Society, you have to pay 8 grains of gold. Now that's paid in Bitcoin. But this is what happens when you join. The value of 1 grain of gold will be added to each TBC coin. Your lifetime wallet fee will be covered, and you'll get 30 days of using the promotion site of Kringle.cash. Then 250 Kringle coins are added to your wallet, and that's approximately right now around $200. So I'd love it if you participate with this and help us eliminate global poverty. This is our own way of going about it. Please join with my link. There it is, also included down below. And you can also contact me directly through.
I guess that's good enough. Stop the screen share for the moment. All right. Let's see if I can switch my view here. Where am I at? So we've got about 43 people currently online here. All right. Find me on this list. There I am. Okay. Well, that video I did, again, for the 3rd year anniversary. And the reason why I wanted to bring it up again, I actually gave it as homework inside the New Path Forward group, was because it's very important to understand the value of how it entered TBC and what your value is, being infinite in value. So this is a very important point to make out, because TBC, as it was created, was based upon by you in joining, you're giving of yourself. You're saying that the value that you're assigning is into this coin. So the algorithm and everything was pushing the price up. The price up. The value was again based upon 1 grain of gold per member. So this was an important thing to understand, is that's where the value came from. Not from the gold, but it came from you and you providing that value. So if you think about it, this is exactly the same system that the world financial system is operating on. It's using your birth certificate as a resource, right? And allocating value to it that gets put into the financial systems and then is turned into profitability for those that are trading on those birth certificates. So they're recognizing the value, but you're not getting any of that value, nor do they tell you that you can do it yourself and hide how those things happen. So, but that doesn't mean that the system is wrong. It's the way that they've implemented it, right? So in the case of TBC, it was basically recognition of your value, and then here it is, I'm putting it in your wallet. So this is the reason why I was bringing this up, is because this is also one of the reasons why there's an issue with TBC, is in recognition of the value. So the price is what a lot of people associate with the value, right? And the price of TBC keeps going up and up and up. And so when people in the outside world are taking a look at this coin, they don't see the value. so they don't understand the price. And really, this TBC would work if the massive membership was to be brought into it. TBC was designed and operates in a certain way. And it required massive membership to grow. And, you know, there was actually a significant amount of people, as you saw that in November of 2018, themselves. Please don't unmute yourself when you come in. So this see, I lost track of where I was. So listen, so this let's say this value that was placed upon the TBC coin itself was not really understood by everyone else, right? So it was hard to explain it, right? Because you have to then understand, you know, the whole how finances work and how the basis of it is people. And even in the examples I was showing you in that video, where I said, you know, what's more valuable, a gold statue or a living being? You know, when I've asked this question in just one-on-one, you know, meetings with people, and I ask, so what's more valuable, you or a statue made of gold of you? And 9 times out of 10 people will say the statue, if that's more valuable. So since it is difficult to actually represent, you know, what that was, it's given TBC a difficult time in expressing that value to people, so it makes it hard to sell. And now it being such a high price, it's difficult for people to see that. So when you want to sell them coin, well, say $100 worth, but on the back end you get another whole TBC. It was even that was hard to deal with. And so we've gone through these growing pains with the coin until recently, when we've had some major, you know, policy breakdowns that make it very difficult for everyone. And so it seemed like the best way to go is to develop a new path forward. And so that's why, you know, I talked with several of the leaders and decided that we would go about this and start to develop this. Now, before I actually get into the actual coin and what we're doing here, I'm going to say that I would like to thank you all for coming. I know that this is Christmas Eve, Christmas Day in Fiji, because we started at 12:01 a.m. Fiji time, just to get the ball rolling, so that this, you know, this soft launch, as I called it, is really about doing this on December 25th, which is the first day of every day forward from this, where more and more light comes into the world. Yeah, so we go from the shortest day, shortest amount of light on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, to where we really go on the 24th, 25th. It becomes where every day gets longer. And so we also, of course, had Kris Kringle, you know, also known as Santa Claus, as a figurehead in the TBC community. And although it was dropped, you know, from that because of, you know, several, you know, reasons, whether you agree with them or not, but and I've done a couple of videos on my Frontlines channel in the last 3 days or so, talking about not giving up on our special days, our traditional holidays, in which we have a lot of joy and happiness. So some people are trying to unmute. Don't unmute. So I could set it so that I'll be the one to unmute you. I'll do that. So December 25th is the date of this, of our launch, of us understanding what we're doing here and what this means and how it's going to work for everyone and how it will bring abundance to everyone. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and bring up the website. The website's is basic. The name is kringlegold.com. Share that with you now. So it's over here, right in the middle. That's good. So the idea is really about gold. We're back to using gold, right? Gold is seen as value in the world, but though in TBC, we were adding that value as a unit to the value, and we were stated as part of a mathematical formula. What we're doing now is we're adding gold by actually acquiring gold. And we're going to acquire gold, 1 grain of gold, for each and every gold grain coin. So we're going to do 1 grain coins, right? So it's 1 grain of gold is actually going to be acquired for each coin that we mint. And that's going to be then stored away and kept safely. So this is why we will actually have value. So I'm just going to go through and read what we have here. Well, first up here on our blockchain, animation that's going across here, it says Kringle Gold. It says gold coins on the blockchain. So Kringle Gold has combined sound money gold with cryptocurrency blockchain technology and built a private member-based ecosystem that provides abundance programs for participants and a stable coin that is price matched to the gold at spot market price. So in other words, this is a stable coin that we are actually going to have gold for it. So let me go ahead and continue on here. So sound money, economic evolution. The top financial organizations of the world, World Bank, IMF, Bank of England, Federal Reserve, JP Morgan Chase, United Nations, and the list goes on, are pushing cryptocurrencies as the solution for the imminent collapse of the fiat money system. Countries have traditionally used gold as sound money system to base their economies on. But the inherent problems of the use of gold as money led to the development of paper money backed by gold as the sound money system to base their economic future on. Over time, greed led to the removal of gold from the backing of the money system, and the countries replaced their sound money and gambled their future on fiat currencies. Now the cycle is about to end. As the fiat currencies evaporate, the countries are turning back to gold and sound money for the next cycle. This time, we will use the best of what the computer age has to offer to the world and the sound money of the past to create a lasting abundance in our new Kringle Gold ecosystem. So in this Kringle Gold ecosystem, we actually have 4 components. So I'll read this through and then we'll talk about it. So sound money is the only one part of the solution. Without you and your participation in the Kringle Gold ecosystem, there is no value generated. Sound money and community are critical in building a balanced ecosystem, and we use the ancient symbol of yin yang to represent the balance of our Kringle Gold ecosystem. There are 4 inherent components which generate a flow of abundance. Gold grain coins, which we call grains, abundance programs, then Kringle reward tokens, which we call carrots, and the community. These components come together on the Kringle Gold wallet and form the Kringle Gold ecosystem. Our members share in the benefits as they receive in their wallets based upon their individual efforts in our abundance programs. These four combine together into a symbolic relationship that promotes abundance for all members, will be accessed through the ecosystem with the Kringle Gold wallet. So these are the four components. So we've got the gold grain coin, abundance programs, and carrot, which is the and the community has decided to come in and unmute themselves. There we go. I took off that feature so that you cannot unmute yourself now. Okay, so again, gold grain coins, abundance programs, carrots, and community are the four components. So each of these is a major part of how this is to function. So I'm going to go over each of these as well. Now we're going to be based out of London, all right, and we'll go over, I have some of the other members here that I've been working with to develop this, and we'll go over it. But for right now, we're just going to go right now first to the gold grain coin, because this is how we start with everything. So gold grain coins, grains, gold at spot on the blockchain. Gold grain coin is the standard of gold at spot on the blockchain. Gold grains coins make acquiring physical gold coins unnecessary because the idea of gold coins is contained in a digital container of a crypto coin. All traditional problems in the gold are solved with the gold grain coin, aka grains, that provide the value of 24 karat gold at the spot market price. The gold at spot will become the standard for value exchange in the crypto market exchanges. Price match at 100% gold spot market price from the London Bullion Market Association. Gold grain coins are a good hedge against volatile crypto markets. The stability of gold grain coins price makes it a perfect as a trading pair against other cryptocurrencies. Gold grain coins are currency agnostic with a variety of use cases, but we predict the acceptance of the idea of gold coins on the blockchain will allow for gold grain coins to fill the niche as a replacement for buying physical gold coins. So 1 gold grain coin is equal to 1 grain of gold. So gold grain coin is a stable coin matched to the gold spot market price and readily swappable to Bitcoin and other altcoins. Each gold grain coin, AUG coin, is 100% equal to the current gold at spot price of 1 grain of gold using blockchain technology. The stability of gold can now be used to hold value through the wild fluctuations in volatile crypto marketplaces and provides an easy way to hold, transport, and distribute gold matched value in the form of gold grain coins. So in other words, you know, we're talking about here swappable to Bitcoin or any other of the altcoins, you know, Litecoin, Ethereum, whatever other coin that you'd like to swap it to, is because it is backed by crypto coins like Bitcoin. Now, although we acquire gold for each one of these coins, we're not backing it with the gold. We're using the gold and making sure that we provide crypto as backing. And we even will guarantee that. So hold as gold coins, so to hodl for your future. Now traditional money based in gold enters the digital world by leveraging the beneficial attributes of blockchain and gold. Gold grain coins bring to the world easy ownership of digital gold coins and mirror the physical gold coin value. Gold grain coin is a stable match to gold spot market price and readily swappable to Bitcoin and other altcoins. Each gold grain coin grains is 100% equal to the current gold spot market price of 1 grain of gold. Using blockchain technology, the stability of gold can now be used to hold the value through the wild fluctuations of volatile crypto markets and provide easy way to hold, transport, distribute gold match value in the form of gold grain coins. There is a tradition of accepting gold as money. The universally acceptance of gold coins as money will allow international acceptance of gold grain coins as a medium of exchange, as the Kringle Gold ecosystem will trade the gold grain coins for Bitcoin at the current gold spot market price. So basically what we're saying is that you can use them as gold. So if you want to hold on to gold, this would be the best way to do it, because we will be able to match the price of gold. So market exchanges. The gold stable coin utility token, SUT. Our goal is to establish a stable coin that the crypto market will prefer to choose over other stable coins such as USDT, ERC20s, and TUSD. And there's others as well. Gold grain coin is designed to be both a stable coin and a utility token. We coined the term stable utility token, or SUT. Gold grains are the bridge to the crypto market exchanges and provide a unique service for the crypto market exchanges. Gold grains are a stable coin because the price is guaranteed to match the gold spot market price. Gold grains are a utility token because each token is a ticket that entitles the holder to redeem the token for Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies with the Kringle Gold ecosystem at the guaranteed price match to the current gold spot market price. Gold leverage trading program, 120% benefit to you. When you join the Kringle Gold ecosystem, you can place your newly minted gold grain coins into our grain leverage crypto trading platforms at effectively 120% effectively 120%. Our process of leveraging the gold we acquire allows you the benefit, as well as our members that participate in our Kringle Gold ecosystem. The gold we acquire, 1 grain for each gold grain coin, is leveraged with the banks and brings a benefit of 300% flowing into our ecosystem. Your participation brings you the benefits as Kringle reward tokens, carrots, at an additional 20% from your newly minted gold grain coins added to the trading platform. So now the rest of this, we actually go in and talk about everything. But I will go through this, but I want to just pause for a moment. So what we're saying here is the gold grain coins, as we're able to leverage the gold, we're going to be acquiring more crypto coins like Bitcoin with the leverage that we have from the gold. From that, we will then use AI trading, which we'll get into that a bit later in the programs. We'll use AI trading to generate more value in crypto coins that will allow us to make sure that we're always able to guarantee that we can pay out at the current gold spot market price. So we also use that, since we're leveraging this, you get an additional 20% to your leveraged coins. When you want to basically get gold grain coins that were newly minted, and that is a key point to this, and it has to do with how we go ahead and acquire the gold and leverage it. That you can only do it when it's first minted. So when you when you go ahead and acquire these coins, let's say you had 1 Bitcoin worth of coins. Well, you'd end up with 1.2 Bitcoins worth of value being traded on the exchanges. So that's what gives a lot of power to this system. Also, this also talks about, we'll get into that, but the leveraging also allows us this fuel to fuel the ecosystem for those people, those members that are participating and helping to expand our ecosystem. And so that extra value flowing in, and we'll go into that. And that's why it doesn't require you to pay anything in to get something out, but you do have to participate. So let's go first through this. All right, strategic relationships. Gold grain coins is the preferred stable coin. To gain acceptance is the perfect way to allow crypto traders to hold value during market volatility. We establish the value of gold grain coins in the crypto marketplaces. We work with respected institutional traders, banks, and other accepted financial industry. So this is basically the steps. I'm not going to read all the details here, but we use accredited gold suppliers, Lloyd's of London Insurance, Swiss safekeeping facilities, Swiss Bank, insured market exchanges, and certified accountability. Now, the main features of the gold grain coin. Gold grain at spot market price. Well, that is its main feature. Whatever the price of gold is, that's what you have. In a comparison to normal gold coins, physical gold coins, I should say. When you go to acquire a gold coin, you have the spot market price plus a fee that's associated with acquiring it. And that's usually anywhere from 20 to 35%, even higher, depending. So once we have minted the coins and they're out in the market, we no longer have to worry about that. They'll actually go at the market price from that point on. So I'll continue. We'll get more into that a little bit later. So fast exchange to Bitcoin. Well, this is because we're going to have so much Bitcoin on hand that we will always have enough to trade out and quickly. SUT, stable utility token. Well, that's what we're designing here. I will read this. I'll read this section. All right, a stable coin is a cryptocurrency matched to a stable asset such as gold or fiat currencies. Our stable coin, gold grain coins, are different since we are not fixed or pegged to any physical gold or virtual cryptocurrency. Instead, each gold grain coin, SUT, is a smart contract similar to a ticket to each coin at spot market gold price. We also restrict that within our ecosystem that any tokens and crypto coins will only be determined that will be classified as securities. So we're not going to use anything, in other words, we're not going to be using any that are listed as securities, such as USDT or TUSD, which are tied to fiat, and others that are pegged themselves to as a security. So there's a whole bunch of new security tokens that are coming out, which are meant to be securities. Why anyone would want to do that, I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, The industry is still evolving along with its standards. So as to what a security is, and what we will evolve as well and adapt as needed to remain private and not a security. And that's an important part of this. All right, I'll go on. So better than gold, low, it's fast, low risk, and low expense. Gold leverage crypto trading platform, and no gold redemption. Meaning that the gold that we acquire is going to remain unencumbered and used as our leverage with the banks to give us the ability to go out and then create the crypto generation of crypto in order to turn that into benefit for all of the members. So minting gold coin coins. So we do a minting, right? So we're only limited to the supply of gold, right? So we don't have a set number of coins. It's like a lot of the vapor coins that appear out there. They say, well, we're going to make only 100 million coins because that's our limited supply. Once that's done, the value will go up because there are no more. But we don't have that problem because we're actually acquiring gold for each gold grain coin. So as long as there's gold, we can keep making more of these coins. So, okay, we do a minting. We mint the coins, and we'll continue to mint them. So we're minting value, right? Now, I just realized that this was on here. Just a little side note. This is saying that we are ERC20 Ethereum blockchain. No, we actually stopped development and changed direction because the Ethereum blockchain is not capable of really supporting itself at this point. There's too much activity, things are slow, so we switched. Anyway, I'll have to update. I'll have to make a note and come back to that. So, anyway, we did replace. We're now on another blockchain that's 2,000 transactions per second, not 24 as the Ethereum blockchain is. So. Mint and issue. So basically, the process of minting and issuing is something that we do, and basically upon the volume that we do, it will have to change some of the pricing. But on average, we're going to say it's about 30% for the minting and issuing fee for the coins. So when we basically put coins out there, whatever that price of the gold at spot is, it'll be 30% more. Then that will actually cover the cost of the acquisition of the gold and storage and so on. Then after that though, we don't have to do that again. So once the coins are in and we're moving them around, right, we no longer have to do that. So after that, they're always gold at spot price. So mint and issue, right? That's what we did. Oh, I just covered that, right? And then minting events. So now we're going to be having minting events that we do at periodic times because we have to do a particular amount at one time that we want, because we don't want to stretch it out too long. In the beginning, we're starting with a pre-minted supply. That's the just for first start. But after that, we will actually schedule events, and we will be setting up and working with minting coordinators and our from our groups, and then we will go ahead and schedule those times. All right, so that's everything on the gold grains itself. So this is our main coin. So we literally have two coins that we're starting with here: gold grain coins, and then we have carats. They each have a different use. So I'm going to go to carats next. So carat is Kringle reward token, carats. So basically we took the K, the R, and the T, and we just added a couple of more A's in there because it kind of worked out. Also, we use a kind of the carat, a little diamond theme here, right? So we've got a gold diamond, 24 karat. So carrot reward tokens. Our members' benefits are provided as a token called Kringle reward tokens, and we call carrots. 1 billion carrots are staked out on the Ethereum blockchain. Of course, that's not Ethereum as well. Again, I haven't updated that. And represent the total supply of carrots to the Kringle Gold ecosystem. Carrots are based upon the blockchain standard, but we will, but with off-blockchain accounting to minimize the expense of spending the cost of moving the coins around. So in other words, all the accounting, since we're all have everything is done internally, there's no reason to acquire the expense of moving things around when we can do it in off blockchain accounting. So this is what we're using in our internal ecosystem. So in other words, these are spent within our system. Now that doesn't mean that we can't use them for things we would normally want to purchase. Let's say if you want to purchase airline tickets, hotel stays, going down to the grocery store. These are all things that are possible to do, but we have to add them, to our ecosystem. Well, I'll continue on here. So carrots are the cryptocurrency that flows through the Kringle Gold ecosystem. Kringle reward tokens are bonuses sent to the members for programs they decide to participate in within the Private Contract Association, PCA. Carrots are the only generated within the ecosystem and cannot be transferred out of the ecosystem, and thus are not available on any external exchanges. Carrots can be traded within the ecosystem for Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold grain coins, and other added crypto coins. Carrots can also be used as a medium of exchange for products and services with our partners. The member experiences the benefit of the reward system. Will continue to recommend others to join and grow the Kringle Gold ecosystem community. So we are going to now talk about an abundance algorithm. So in TBC coin, Kringle coin, the abundance algorithm was about generating abundance by following an algorithm. Originally, it was 1 to 5% daily. But this caused such a dramatic increase in the value of the price so quickly. It was hard to keep up with what the current price would be, and then it just skyrocketed to 10 million. And so this is why it's hard to deal with. So, but that was always affecting the price, right? So the price was being reflected, even though it was tied to the price of gold, as where we are today with it, it was really tied to the price. So what this one is doing is we're actually tying the algorithm to the value. So there actually will be an increase in value of 1 to 5% daily. And that comes from how the carrot's price is determined is based upon how much value is sitting there in a pool. So let's say that the pool was, let's just say 100 Bitcoin. And that 100 Bitcoin was just sitting there. The value is going to be how many carrots there are, divided, from that value. So the less carrots there are, the bigger the price will be of those carrots. So the abundance formula here is designed to set aside 1 to 5% of what's coming in daily, depending upon something else that is determining value in an algorithm. That that something else is the amount of transactions. So there is economic theory that basically states that the more transactions there are on any currency, including fiats, but let's say cryptocurrency, that the more transactions there are, the more value there is. It's basically associating that something that's being used a lot has more value. So we're going to basically balance this pricing system out with the value and storing away value that's coming daily. So the more transactions that are happening, the faster transactions are happening, the more value is stored away, which in essence, in effect, increases the value of the carrots, or I'm sorry, the price of the carrots. So this is a way in which we can actually recognize a value increase by the amount of carrots being used. So the more carrot transactions that are occurring, the more that it's going to affect the price of those carrots. They go up. So atomic swap wallet payment gateway. Atomic swap technology and liquidity of carrots allows for the easy conversion of market-based coins such as Bitcoin and gold grain coin. This allows carrots to be used in a convenient way through the Kringle Gold debit card or QR code, or through an API to the 100% transactions in carrots for all those goods and services. This symbiotic relationship between our Kringle Gold ecosystem and our gold grain stable coin will ensure the liquidity of carrots. So in other words, we always have in the pool, say, we'll just call it Bitcoin. It could be a variety of cryptocurrencies, but let's just say Bitcoin. So we have the amount of Bitcoin sitting there in the pool always to trade back out. Since in the world, Bitcoin has become the accepted coin, right, to do transactions, convert into other fiats or other things and pay for things. If we have that always backing this, our carrots, we always have that amount behind it. We're not blocking any, we always can pay out. That means that the partners that want to come to us and join with us will be happy to have new customers, which are our members, when they join our ecosystem, because we have that available. This also means we can put out a debit card. That there is always that bridge to go with this atomic swap technology. All right, well, let's continue. Carrot benefits. So benefits are awarded to members directly to their wallets as carrots. The benefit is determined by the member participating in the ecosystem's programs. The programs generate crypto coins and are sent to the community pool. The abundance value algorithm is used to determine the daily price of the carrots. And we had talked about that a little bit earlier. But basically, these carrots are how you rewarded for your participation. And we'll continue on. So the value abundance algorithm, 1 to 5% daily, and added to the carrot value. All right, carrots. Abundance value formula. We recognize the value of carrots comes from our members and their participation in the Kringle Gold ecosystem. People are of infinite value and are therefore priceless. It is our members' individual actions that drive the ecosystem. Members participate in programs are rewarded with benefits that represent as carrots. The participation is measured in the amount of transactions our members do with the carrots, and that drives the daily price by storing more value through the carrots abundance value formula. And this is actually where we actually go into the description of this, and it's a little bit detailed. So I'm just going to go through, the highlights here. So basically, the basic formula is the price right? The P is equal to the amount of value, G, gold, right? And everything is measured in gold grains. So we always keep the measure of gold grains and gold as the way we're referencing all of our pricing, right? So we're gonna say how much value is there in Bitcoin? It's represented in gold, not in fiat, right? Divided by the number of carats in distribution. So that's the basic formula. So again, what the value is there sitting, say, in, like I said, 100 Bitcoins in there, or there's 1,000 Bitcoin, whatever is generated and sitting there, right? That is what is divided up into all the carats. And your participation in determines how many carats are put out into there as the benefits to our members. So N is the number of carats in the wallets, G is the value of the community pool, carats are value reserve is what we're storing extra value aside on a daily basis. Community benefit pool is what is how things are divided up into to determine the pricing. And then the value abundance algorithm is how we're generating, increasing the actual price, right? By the more it's used, the more it gets used, the more the price goes up. And then we have some modifiers, right? Which includes the abundance algorithm, also, anything else that is used as a cost. So in our ecosystem, when we're working with vendors, we're going to pay them in carats. And they'll be happy to take them because they can convert them to other coins as they see fit, right? Or keep them as this and use them within our ecosystem. And that's the idea. How do we build an ecosystem? We need to have that value there that there's people are going to want to exchange for until they're comfortable holding on to just carats. All right. So, the subtraction is basically the redeemed carats from before or any of the expenses. Programmers can get paid in carats, right? Why? Because they can exchange them back to Bitcoin if they want at any time. Everything that we do within the ecosystem will be about paying in carats. And then recalculation the daily price. Okay, Kringle Gold Atomic Swap Payment Gateway, Atomic Swap Exchanger, Kringle Gold Debit Card, cash out carats to Bitcoin, cash out guaranteed at gold at spot pricing, API online transactions, QR code for merchants and member transactions, and partner programs. Next, carat benefits. So Kringle Gold Wallet is the payment gateway for you to reach merchants, hotels, online, brick and mortar stores, Uber, Grab, etc. to choose how you want to participate in the abundance programs. So we have here a community benefit pool, save fees. Again, that's talking about the ERC20 where I said we changed that, but pre-minted, issued, redeem, and return and repeat. Then issue new benefits, recycle the carats. In other words, once the carats are expended, that means that value has left. So we have to put new carats out. So we just recycle them. We might change that to a minting process, probably end up doing that instead and just burn them after they get made. It might be a better way that we do that. But anyway, that's a technical issue. Effectively, that's what doesn't matter. So, and not available on any market exchanges. And then again, that's because they're only done within our ecosystem. They're not supposed to be out there. So the price is as is stated. Now, let me just talk about discounting for a moment, because in our existing system, we've spent a whole lot of time, money, effort on punishing people for discounting. Centralize the wallet, and basically, it's a system of punishment and now tracking and anything else to come up with in order to basically enforce a policy of no discounting which is very difficult to police. In this case, if you have, 1,000 carats, and let's say that they're worth, 0.0001 Bitcoin each, and you wanted to transfer them to someone. Now, we say that they're worth this in Bitcoin, right? If you decide to transfer them to someone they have another Kringle Gold wallet, and you basically just transferred them and say, well, buy me lunch, and that was worth 100 times lunch. That's up to you. It doesn't affect our ecosystem. There's no need to punish. There's no need to basically, say, hey, you do this. It's listed. This is what the value is. It's moving. They can exchange that at any time to Bitcoin. So I don't think that there is going to be really a big issue about quote unquote discounting. All right, so, okay, that covered that section. Let me now move on to the programs. So the programs, or the abundance programs that we have, are ways that you can participate and then earn carrots, or get rewarded in carrots, I should say. So this Kringle Gold ecosystem is abundance programs, balance and abundance. Kringle Gold abundance programs are the engine that drives the ecosystem and represent the symbolic relationship between our partners and our members. Each program is designed with a balance of flow and reward in a win-win-win scenario for everyone. Each program will be unique as our partners bring different ways to enhance our ecosystem, and all the bonuses will be awarded as carrots. The programs are selected from the Kringle Gold wallet. Our members can choose the abundance programs they wish to participate in. There we go. So programs supercharge the ecosystem. So 100% of our benefit obtained in programs is sent to the community benefit pools. They are also participate in programs that will achieve the benefits in carrots. These supercharged benefits flow into our ecosystem, increasing the members' use of our payment token carrots. All of the benefits derived from the projects flow into the ecosystem and are delivered to our participating members as carrot reward tokens. 100% of the Bitcoin generated by programs are added to the community benefit pools. So in other words, whenever a program is in operation, it's within our ecosystem. Everything is turned around and generated into carrots, and then your benefits come depending upon your participation. So let's look at some of the programs. So the gold leverage Sarah AI crypto trading, 20% monthly benefit is coming through. So when you join the Kringle Gold ecosystem, you place your newly minted gold grain coins into our gold grain leverage crypto trading platform, effectively at 120% of our processing of our leveraging our gold grain we acquire, allowing you to the benefit as well as our members to participate in our Kringle Gold ecosystem. The gold we acquire, 1 grain for 1 grain gold grain coin, is leveraged with the banks and brings a benefit of 300% flowing into our ecosystem. Your participation brings your benefit as Kringle reward tokens, carrots. An additional 20% more from your newly minted gold grain coins is added to the trading platform. Your participation in crypto trading platform brings you the benefits reward as carrots, added to your Kringle Gold wallet, averaging 11 to 20%. So, in other words, because we're able to leverage this, and you don't have to go into the Sarah Gold program, which is what this one is talking. We actually have 3 programs: Sarah Gold, Sarah Red, and Sarah White. So the Sarah Gold program is this gold leverage program. because we're leveraging this gold and we're creating this system in which we have more coming out that we're leveraging, you're effectively getting 20% more added to your trades when you start trading on your benefit. So this is why, you know, this is a benefit to you to start with this. Now, let's say you didn't put any into the gold ring. You just took them out and went into the market exchanges and used them as a stable coin to move coins in and out from. And then you came back in. You would have bring gold rings into your wallet, but they weren't newly minted. So you wouldn't be able to go into the Sarah Gold anymore because you've moved them out into the market. You remove them from the Kringle Gold ecosystem. So you'd have to go into, say, the Sarah Red program, right? And that would be the one that would allow you to go ahead and take those in. If you decide to put 100% in, you would get 120% effectively trading for you. So that's what that's all about. So this is another Sarah program we're talking about here, which is a 10% monthly benefit. Now this would be the other program. So I'll go into it, and then 20%. This 20% benefit is coming into the community as members. That's coming from the Kringle. We'll get more into the overall setup of this, but everything that's coming in to the ecosystem from the generation on a daily basis. Let's just say 1 Bitcoin was generated in value. It came in, right? So we got this 1 extra Bitcoin. So that is then divided up based upon the amount of participation that, say, the member had put in. So if he put 100% of his in, so he would end up with about 60% of that 1 Bitcoin. Okay. The rest of it would be going into the governance and then split up 5 ways, but we'll get into that. And 20% of that is for the regular members who are just participating. That's why there's no need for charging fees to enter. There's no need for, you can do certain things within the community that help the community out, and you will get rewarded. You know, you'll have a benefit from doing that. All right, so that's what that's all about. And so the Sarah AI is a synergistic adaptive regenerative algorithm, Sarah, into artificial intelligence. A user-friendly alternative for managing your own crypto trading. Sarah AI is our synergistic arbitrage regenerative algorithm, and it's managed crypto trading bots, arbitrage bots, and also NI, natural intelligence of humans, to generate high levels of crypto coin. The Sarah Gold grain leverage program. This basically is talking about the steps that we're going on. So step 1, we have a minting event in which gold grain coins can be acquired. So they pay in their Bitcoin. They receive the minted gold grain coins. Within 24 hours, you have to enter the gold grain coin. That might be a little bit longer than 24 hours, but right now it's at 24 hours. Then we acquire the gold. We then have that insured with Lloyd's of London. We have a Swiss safekeeping facility it's placed in. We then leverage it with the bank. Then we acquire, we leverage and we get 300%. We acquire 300% in, say, Bitcoin or other coins. And then Sarah Gold starts trading on that. Then the carats get distributed. And then, of course, everything is accounted for through certified accountants and law firms. Sarah Red is the carat and grain. So if you had taken your grain coins out into the world and then you kind of brought them back in and wanted to put them back into trade, they'd come in through Sarah Red. There's really a reason why that they're separated, because we have the Sarah Gold as a process, right? The amount of acquiring the gold And during this whole process, we have to lock everything in. That's why if you remove the gold grains, when you bring them back in, they have to come back in through a different trading system. This basically is talking about the steps on how to do that, which are, you receive carats, you use your gold grains and carats, you can activate Sarah Red, you can then do the arbitrage trading, you then get more carats distributed to you, and again, everything's accounted for. And here's a Sarah White, which is basically just taking your Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies and you just want to bring them in, and they go directly in. So in this case, we're talking about external value coming in, right? We're not talking about the grains and the gold and the carats that are already in the Sarah Red program. The Sarah White is external value coming in, and it comes in and goes through these steps. Which again, add your Bitcoin, use a Bitcoin and crypto coins, activate the Sarah White, arbitrage trading, carats distributed, and again, accounted for. All right, so that's the programs. And the next we'll go to community. And this is the last part we need to go through and talk about the community side of this. Kringle Gold community, a new path forward. So this is how we got here, right? We're starting with the flower of life pattern here in the background. So the Kringle community. Over the last 3 years, our Kringle community has recognized that when members join our community, the act of joining provided value in the abundance algorithm. The 1 grain of gold was added to the price of each coin. The value comes from the fact that every man, woman, and child is of infinite value, so the added value is by their permission and granting when joining. Our new path forward is improving on the abundance algorithm and combining 2 forms of value that affects the daily price. We start with adding what the world sees as having true value, that of physical gold. And second, we use the economic principles that recognize that, that there's more transactions there are, the more the value there is in the cryptocurrencies. The action of our members in completing transactions adds to the value and moves the price upwards. Our members are our lifeblood of the Kringle Gold ecosystem. New path forward. Every member knows how difficult it has been to grow the community with the original TBC coin. The coin abundance formula has put the coin out of reach, and promotions make gifting system problematic. Our 3.4 million members need a new path forward to bring to the mission to end global poverty, a solution that takes the best of what the community has to offer and realize our abundance mindset. Governance. Our foundation structure of our new path forward for our Kringle community is a private contract association, a private society governed by its members and expressed as a Kringle Gold ecosystem for the benefit of its members. There are 3 organized bodies: the Office of Overseer, Privy Council, and the House of Community Leaders. Each have specific roles and rules of operation. So Sarah Gold daily community benefits fuels the ecosystem. Every member is entitled to participate in the community benefits from Sarah Gold program. Every day the benefits are calculated and sent to the community benefit pool and divided into 5 20% blocks. Each member community benefits, human empowerment programs, community leaders, House, Privy Council, and Office of Overseer, and distributed to the members based upon their activities and programs and governance. So community participation points. Points are determined, your carats that are sent to you in your wallet every day, your community benefit pool. The more points you receive from your activities, the more carats you will receive. Every abundance program may offer members' benefits for participation in the program. The benefits are rewarded to each member depends upon their activities. These activities and benefits change to the best and promote involvement. So that's basically the sections of community. Now this basically goes into each of these sections more in depth. So I'm going to go through and read now, this new path forward. Now we had a video that we had covered before, and I read through this particular piece out of the white paper. Right, so what I read on the white paper is right here. I'm just going to go through it again for those who didn't see that video, we'll go on. So this is about where we've come from, what our situation is, and why we're moving forward. New path forward for the Kringle community. Our mission to eliminate global poverty is at the heart of our community. We've struggled to build a new ecosystem where our TBC coin will be used as a medium of exchange. We have overcome many challenges, and in doing so, our community has grown to embrace the idea of abundance where all is possible. Our challenges have also shown us it's time to learn from our past and create a new ecosystem that will take us to the next level. Mission. Our mission to end global poverty through the use of a smartphone app and blockchain technology to create an ecosystem that will lift people out of poverty. We achieve our goal as everyone in our community stands up and takes action. We want everyone to benefit that has a cell phone and access to the internet. And for those that do not have, we will find a way to reach them through their local community to help them access the benefits as members of the community. Private Contract Association, the TBC community formalized structure as a private contract association. The community has had great success since its launch in March of 2016. Our mission to use the Billion Coin cryptocurrency as a medium of exchange and to use the use of the size of our community to establish value of our TBC coin and its smaller units called Kringle has reached further than most other market crypto coins. 3.4 million members. In the beginning, the registration was free, zero cost. And we reached tens of millions that resulted in 55 million submitted email addresses to join TBC Coin. Due to the large email providers restricting delivery and people not clicking on the verify link, most of those email addresses were non-verified and did not count towards membership. In September 2017, we reached 1 million registered members. A $10 lifetime wallet fee was added. This slowed the growth to where we are today at 3.4 million members. Original formula. It has been established over the last 3 years that our TBC community that there is a need to develop an economy of our own. It has been hard because the ease of spending our TBC coin and building an economy is tied to reaching 1 billion members. The bigger our membership gets, the easier it is to trade our TBC coin. The TBC coin formula is tied to hyper fantastic growth. When our daily price formula switched from 1% to 5% daily to one new member adding 1 grain of gold to the value of TBC coin, we also passed the point where rocketing to 1 billion members in a short period of time was possible. Now we find ourselves explaining to the world a coin that has a value of tens of millions of dollars per coin that you cannot sell on any exchange, but you can get 10 million in coin for just $100. And by the way, you cannot discount the coin you just received or you'll be severely punished. How do we keep a straight face? Abundance now. Worldwide, Kringle community has a strong feeling of family and wants to be successful, but the current TBC/Kringle TBC coin makes it hard to grow. This does not mean we must scrap TBC coin. It should continue, but on the path it's on. TBC coin needs to return to its roots. It needs to be free to join, but allow those new members a way of to earn TBC coin. They will then be able to sell TBC coin and thereby grow the community. The original lifetime wallet fee of 4 grains of gold, approximately $10, did provide the needed funds for development and maintenance. It can be distributed as this is being the best way to pay for the future development. Oh, I'm sorry, it can be debated as this is being the best way to pay for the future development and support. But we need to move forward with other ways to bring abundance to our community on a daily basis. Not in 5 more years. We need a new path forward. We need developing our own ecosystem, liquidity, and abundance for members now. Problem liquidity. The liquidity between the community's ecosystem and the world's financial system is the #1 problem. We have passed the time to get to 1 billion members with the current TBC coin without developing new systems and models. We have many members making trade fairs, merchant programs, and other efforts to use TBC coin as spendable, and this can have some success on a limited basis, but hard to sustain on an ongoing basis. Solution. Kringle Gold ecosystem, abundance for all. This is the way we can build a membership of 1 billion members. All our members share in the benefits they receive in their wallet based upon their individual efforts in our Kringle Gold ecosystem. It consists of 3 parts: carrots, gold grain coins, and abundance programs. All 3 combine to get into a symbiotic relationship that provides abundance for all members and will be accessed through the Kringle Gold wallet. Okay, that's interesting. How we got some artifacts on here. It's like someone is writing. Hey, stop that out there. Okay, so this is one of the features. Okay, governance is the next section here. Okay, our foundation structure of a new path forward for Kringle community is a private contract association, a private society governed by its members expressed as a Kringle Gold ecosystem for the benefit of its members. They are 3 organized bodies: the Office of Overseer, Privy Council, and the House of Sheriffs. Well, I changed it to the House of Community Leaders, but there are sheriffs within it. So that's something else has to be updated. Okay, Office of Overseer, the creator and mastermind of the Kringle Gold ecosystem is Dan Lutz and holds the keys to the Office of Overseer. The Overseer sees over the 2 other bodies and heading each of the tables, setting the direction. It holds the veto and approval for all of the tables and controls the keys to the treasury and trusts. Privy Council. Overseer chooses from the members that have shown throughout time to be the true leaders and have special talents and have a seat on the Privy Council. These seats are at the tables of responsibility, some of which are permanent and some tables are temporary that form as needed to handle new responsibilities. House of Community Leaders. This is a house where the community leaders hold seats responsible for the body of members and represent the concerns of all members. They are headed by a house father and house mother and are selected by the same gender of those houses that are of age 24 years of age. Members that show through their leadership that they're responsible for 100 members have a seat in the sheriff's house. So if and are known as community leaders. I'm mixed up because it sounds like sheriff's house. I'm sorry. So it's supposed to be community leader's house. So members that show through leadership that they are responsible for 100 members in the community leader's house, they show they are known as community leaders. Sheriffs are community leaders that are responsible for 100 community leaders and are known as sheriffs. Sheriff hosts a table at the office of overseer. So, so basically this is the sheriffs themselves will sit at the table with the office of overseer. So if there's a connection between the office of overseer and the community members. The mother and father of the house hold seats at the Privy Council so that there's a representation into the Privy Council. And that way that there is a flow through the three different bodies. The Court of Ecclesia. The Ecclesia is the body of the congregation that constitutes the body politic of the community, Kringle community, private society, such as such, the Ecclesia by lawful right has established its court for the purpose of setting forth in the articles establishing the creation of a court. The court is held by the House of Community Leaders. The community leaders are the jury, and rulings are by the Privy Council member, and appeals are by the office of overseer or the mother or father of the house. So those are basically the bodies, right? It's actually the three bodies within the court is basically part of those three, shared responsibility. So I'll go on to the Sarah Gold. The daily communications benefit fuels the ecosystem. So, so the daily community benefit, all right? So this is what's generated by the Sarah Gold, right? It's coming in one sum, right? And then what we're talking about doing is splitting that into 5 different sections. Every member is entitled to participate in the community benefit from the Sarah Gold program. Every day, benefits are calculated and sent to the community benefit pool and divided into the 5 20% blocks. The members' community benefits, the human empowerment programs, the community leaders house, the Privy Council, and the the office of overseer are distributed to the members that are based upon their activities in the programs and in governance. So again, these are the 5. So the community member benefits. So these benefits go into those members based upon their participation points they receive for their efforts in building the Kringle Gold ecosystem. The creation of more opportunities to gain points go hand in hand with the growth of our members' membership and expanding our Kringle Gold ecosystem. So basically we're talking about participation. So the more that you are doing, the more as just members, you can get points. This could be bringing members in. This could also be doing verifications that are done for, say people are doing posts in talking about this and hosting, say something, and that's needs to be verified by someone. Well, our members get to verify that and then receive points for verifying the verification. So there's many ways that points can be generated for the members. One of the other ways of getting points is when sales are done. You also get points based upon the number of gold grains that were sold. So if those gold grain coins get distributed out there in some, someone in your group, you will get a benefit in commission and also at points. Again, so the more points, the more you get. So you get almost you say a double way of making benefits. Human empowerment programs. We promote programs that empower humanity through an abundance mindset. For this is also benefits our members. Those that are appointed by the Office of Overseer lead the program are Knights of the Kringle Gold ecosystem. The programs are proposed by any Kringle Gold governing house, but must be approved by all. So in other words, if we have a program we want to put out there that's going to empower humans in some way, we're going to want to go ahead and help promote that, right? So we have the ability to do that with this 20% section. All right, next is the 20% for the community leaders house. So from that benefit of 100%, right, that's coming in on a daily basis, right, that's from the Kringle Gold program, right, that's going to be divided up. So whatever comes into the house of community leaders, that's going to further be divided up by the house mother, the house father, the sheriffs, and the community leaders. So community leaders are 50%, the sheriffs are 30%, the house father is 10, and the house mother is 10. So that benefit is for their work that they're doing, right? They're performing this work, they're participating. This is what their benefit is. Privy Council, appointed by the appointed members of the Privy Council can hold one or more seats at the table. Each seat receives an equal benefit. The more seats, the more benefit. Office overseer, the creator and mastermind of the Kringle Gold ecosystem is Dan Lutz, and he holds the keys to the office of overseer and the benefits 20% plus any commissions and fees and bonuses for overseeing the other two bodies, the treasury and trust, and heading the tables and setting the direction. So that's what's coming from the Kringle Gold into this. Now, that's not the only program. There can be other programs that are designed to also provide benefits this way. It depends on what that program is. There can be programs that have nothing to do with actually providing a direct benefit to and distributed in the same way this is. The system is based around this whole system of the gold grain coin and providing a benefit for this to grow. So we have a lot of room for growth. We'll have a lot of things coming in. Okay, community participation points. Points that are determined for your carrots sent to your wallets every day from a community benefits pool. The more points you receive from your activities, the more carrots you receive. Every abundance program may offer members benefits for participation in the program. The benefits are awarded to each member, depends upon their activities. These activities and benefits change to best promote involvement. So we have accounting tasks, so creating your account, KYC steps, maintenance, all bring you awarded points. Spreading the word, creating posts, articles, blogs, all bring you awarded points. Verifications, verification of members who are spreading the word and verifying the verified, all bring you awarded points. Growth, the members who join using affiliate link will be awarding you points. You'll receive 100 points for a new verified member, 100 points a match for your direct referrals, 50 points for your second level, and 10 points for your third down to your 10th level. And transactions. Whenever you do a transaction and acquire newly minted issued gold grain coins, points are awarded, 1 point for each gold grain. You will receive for your transactions from your downline points that are matched at 100% for your direct, 50% for your second, and 10% for your third down to your 10th levels. So that's actually other ways of looking at how you will be able to get points. All right, so that is everything that's set there on community, and that covers the entire site as we have it right now, other than logging in, right? So I'll look at this last point. This is actually the last part right here. This is for the members, right? And so when you come here for the first time, this is where it will ask you to go ahead and make a login. Now, you can do that now. There's no problem with that. There's no affiliate links at this time. But you can see that this is the where there's only a few people in here right now. But that is it. So let me go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So there we go. That is the site. Now I'm going to bring on. Well, first I'll go through what we're going to do next. Is I'm going to go ahead and bring up some of the Privy Council members, some people that also want to have some words. Can raise your hand, and then we can talk about this, and we'll bring people on one at a time and find out have any questions and things of that nature. So let me see. Is Randy here right now? Now, for Randy and everyone in America, I know the timing is really bad. Randy was like 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. for those on the East Coast. So even that's not really the best time. Let's see. It's in here. Yeah, I don't see Randy on here. Is this in alphabetical? No. Richard is on here, so let me go ahead. I'll bring Richard on. How do I do that? Oh, you're already on. I guess it's just unmuting. Hey, Richard, I'm going to unmute you. See if that works. And Sam, I'll invite you on, Sam. I don't see. So Sam, are you able to speak? Richard, are you able to speak? Ellen. And Alan, I brought Alan on. Oh, there's Glinda. So these are people that were on the Privy Council that we put forth, during the bad policy situation that Privy Council got shut down by Pantero de Oro rule, that it was formed improperly. But at this point we're forming a new private contract association and a new Privy Council. So and we will be moving forward and building this out as we go. So anyways, if anyone wants to add anything, please go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll go ahead and or unmute yourself at this time. I don't know if you're able to unmute yourself. I might have turned that off, but I unmuted a few so far. So you could raise your hand, which is a feature on each of these. No, not on the screen. Oh, I see Richard. Richard, why are you still muted? I unmuted you. Hello, Richard.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you, yes. I will unpin my. Hey, Richard.
Hi.
Okay. So I guess one of the things we can talk about here. Now, Richard, why don't you introduce yourself and your background and what we're doing.
My name is Richard Butler. I'm in London, where this coin is based. And I used to be a director of one small merchant bank and one medium-sized merchant bank. And I have contacts in insurance, banking, and how can I say this? The central bank of the UK. And with that comes responsibilities for banking practice, which crypto is slowly becoming part of. The central bank in here, the Bank of England, is now convinced that crypto is the future. It's taken them a long time, and they've just made a new governor of the Bank of England, who is very pro crypto, which says something in itself. We have a new government over here, which is very up with modern ways of doing things, and which of course is crypto. And we have contacts all over London ready to act once we've moved on from the soft launch. And once the gold has been leveraged, or we've had the leverage the amount, we can go forward very quickly with more expansion. Is that enough?
Sure. No, that's fine.
But I can't really say too much until we've got further down the line, really. But
right, I know
we have all the necessary contacts to move forward with confidence. That's all I can say.
Yeah. So this is being a soft launch. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're doing here. So soft launch meaning that this is explaining what we're doing. This is how we're going to build our community. We're going to pick up the different pieces that we've been working towards building in the Kringle community, and try and now add these new tools so that we're able to go ahead and create abundance. So we're using, so we've got, very good banking experience on our project. So Richard, also Alan as well. Alan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hey. So you want to introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, my name's Alan Myers. Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, or good evening.
Oh,
Merry Christmas to everyone.
yeah, and Merry Christmas. That's good.
Yeah, like Dan said, this is the beginning of the light for the future. Dan and I have been working together for quite a few years on a lot of projects. We both come from a high-tech background and securities background and banking background also. Really excited about this future of the new product that we're about to move forward on. This didn't just come about, we've been talking about doing a coin strategy for quite a while. It didn't just come about because of a spur of the moment. And we've been looking at all the backgrounds of strategizing of how to leverage gold and other monetization methods so that we can grow an abundance economy that will accomplish the goals and the desires that we're all trying to do for the world and the people around the world. So that sound good, Dan?
Sounds good, man. So I'm going to just say, I'll add to this. So both Alan and Richard are from, I said banking and high financial areas, but Richard has more of experience in merchant, merchant banking, I guess. Would you say mercantile? How you say that? Merchant banking, and then and Alan's has a lot of background in technology as well. So, but they sit on the Privy Council at the table regarding, banking and finance, right? So I called it, the wealth table. So we have several tables, and so depending on the experience of the individuals and what we need, we have tables that are there to help in those issues, right? And so depending on what people can participate in. So, we have a technology table that Alan would sit at, but Richard would not, as Richard doesn't do technologies. So that's kind of give you an idea of how we are setting up our governance, right, for this ecosystem. We have a large potential to basically, with this system, to do something that no one has done, where to make a stable coin that's based upon the market price of gold, backed by, say, Bitcoin and other cryptos. This really gives us a very big edge in dealing with our abundance system, right? Because we're able to bring this this abundance into our ecosystem, and then it helps fuel everything, because people are now literally able to get immediate liquidity, right? You're able to go ahead and exchange out to, say, Bitcoin, if that's what you want to do, and use that on a daily basis. All right, so I think some of I think Lawrence has not made it on here. Oh, or, no, there was a Lawrence, but not the Lawrence I was looking for. Lawrence, you know, probably has not. He's missed it also, and a couple other leaders are that we'll be talking about that would be at, say, the community table in the Privy Council, that are working with the community, and like Randy, for example, sitting there. I spoke with Randy, you know, 8 hours ago. You know, just really hard time. And he said he's going to try and get on, but I told him I understand. It's also a very difficult time, this being Christmas Eve, and people are tied up in doing you know, family activities to break away and do this. So if there's anyone else that would like to ask any questions, you can raise your hand. Then I can unmute you. We have 58 participants right now. Now we have about 300 people that have joined through through our new Path Forward group, but almost 200 registered for this, and of course, you know, it's we end up with 58 people out of the 190 some that basically registered through for the Zoom meeting. Okay, Jefferson has raised his hand, so I will unmute you, Jefferson. You can come on and.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good to see you again.
Sorry, I've been you too. I've been very busy all day, so I couldn't join all of the meetings. However, I saw the highlight and I feel it's a good thing to be part of. And I will say congratulations, Mr. Danluz, for this new pathway. At least for once, I'm able to see who is in charge of the gold-green coin. As regards to other people who brought up a currency that you cannot even be able to know who is who, and does whatever he likes behind the scene. However, this is not about bashing anybody, it's about the way forward. So I have to find out for all that joined in, because basically, I believe your coin is to eradicate poverty as the other pathway. So it's still, we're still on the same pathway. So I don't want to know if do we need to buy a package or buy the token? How is it going to be? Sorry, that's my own.
Well, you could get one coin that it would be, you know, 0.0005 Bitcoin, something like that, right? So whatever it is, you know, the gold, whatever the price of gold is at that time, and you would be able to go ahead and acquire how many you want, right? And then, you know, it's like as though you were holding gold coins in your wallet, and you could trade them back at any time. This is basically almost, it's just like being in the gold market, right? But now you're in the crypto market. And since this process is just the beginning, this is our really what we call phase one. We're putting the gold ring. Now, we're not going to sell coins today, right? This is about explaining to everyone what we're doing. The coin is ready. The affiliate links and all that stuff is going to be tested next week. And we literally can probably start, we can pick a date, you know, January 1st, you know, something like that, January 3rd, January, 5th, whatever we want to pick as a start date. We're going to go through the testing, make sure everything's working, and we'll announce the date. Initially, I was thinking we weren't going to do this until, mid-January to end of January for a launch, because I didn't want to do it during the holiday period. But because so many good things are happening, and with in the world, right? We're transitioning away from the bad path, right? We're on the good path, and we're really starting with the new year, starting on Christmas Day, right? December 25th. The days are all getting longer from this point onward, for at least for the next year. So that's why we're doing this kind of soft launch, to explain to the community what we're doing. So what is the best thing that you can do is to organize. What we want to do is the people that were already in the testers program, the leadership matrix that we had formed before. All right. If you're already part of that, we're going to have you pre-qualified as sheriffs in the House of Community Leaders. If you've on this call here and you've been in our new path forward, we're going to say that you're already pre-qualified as a leader, and that's it. So we want to start bringing them over. So if you want to start organizing your people, especially if you were in the testers program before, you'll come in as sheriffs. No, hopefully you will get 100, community leaders established in time, but that's not important. What's more important is that we, give some reward to all the efforts that we put in the past to build out. It took us 8 months to build out this 10 by 4 leadership matrix with 11,111 members in it. As soon as we're up and running and we're having weekly set-up meetings, with 1,000 people coming to them on Mondays, it gets dismantled. It didn't really make any sense why that would be the result. But I think that the people out there, I think, would appreciate being recognized for the efforts they put in. So that's why I said, you already showed up to be a leader back then. You should be a sheriff in this setup, right? So so all I've been doing is asking, you need to send me your tester's information, as much as you have, as little as just your tester's email address, as much as it would be needed. And then you're in our new path forward group, and then we will go on from there. So so what we would need is just try and organize your people, let them know what we're doing, and then within a week from now, 10 days, you'll be able to go ahead and get a link and start bringing in people and building out. So the structure is going to be unlimited number direct to you, all right? And you will be able to have commissions that come off of your direct sales, and off of the people that you bring in, you'll get 100% matching to whatever they're making on their commissions, and 50% off of the second level down. And from the 3rd down to the 10th level, 10% matching. So that's the commission structure for selling the gold grains.
That's fair enough. Thank you so much.
And now when we go to the Sarah Gold program, if anyone got involved with the cloud token setup, right? The commission structure is similar to that, but their AI trading system, right? It has a similar type of commission structure there. So if you are going to place into trade, you get that direct benefit, basically of if you put 1 Bitcoin into the wallet and have it traded, you would end up getting about 10% coming to you as a benefit from whatever's generated on a daily basis, and that comes in the form of carrots. So that's another way in which you're able to participate. Okay, all right. So Edward, I'll unmute you. I'm trying unmute.
Hello, Martin.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Edward calling from Nigeria, sir.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
I do. I hear you.
Okay, sir. Please, I want to be very clear on the people you spoke about just now, the testers, previous testers.
Yes.
Is it just the leaders or
No.
the members in the group? Is it just the testers leaders or testers in general?
Just the testers in general. Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you were in the testers leadership matrix, that means there's 11,111 people.
Yes, sir.
You're pre-qualified as a sheriff.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Right. And
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And if you weren't, you're pre-qualified as a leader if you're in our New Path Forward group. That's it. Because we're just looking to get things started with everybody that has already shown that they're being stepping up to become leaders.
Okay. Okay. All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, anyone next? Raise your hand, and I'll unmute you. So I'm trying to close down the chat area so I can see better. There we go. No other hands have been raised. Well, oh, there's one. Okay, there's 2. Okay, I'm unmuting. Bolu Whoop.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good day. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, can you? Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, we really appreciate your efforts concerning this new path forward, and we are very happy to be part of this lovely program. Yeah, my question is this: how are we going to carry people along? Because we've done a lot during the TBC program, and you know what we are facing. We are the people in the field, and we are leaders trying to follow your footsteps. Now, this is the new path forward, and we have been even telling people to be ready to do exploits in this new system. How are we going to carry them along? Because they are supposed to be steps, and they're supposed to be what to follow. Now we've listened to everything from the beginning now. So now, please, how are they going to get registered after the free launch? That's my question. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, for right now, you're welcome to register on the Kringle Gold site, right? There will be another site that's for the coin affiliate program, right? So that,
Okay.
that site will be made available later. And then that's where you will get your links. But we will work from the people who are already registered on the Kringle Gold site, right? And those that are in the New Path Forward group. And then those that have provided with me with their testers program information, right? Then you'll be, like I said, in the status of the sheriff, and those that are in the New Path Forward group will be at least set up as community leaders. So this way we're able to go and start, right, developing our own this management structure for our community, our governance structure. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes.
All right. And let me bring up the next one. Unmute. Emmanuel.
Hello.
Oh,
Good day to you, sir.
good day to you. Merry Christmas.
I wish you the same. Okay, I just want to ask a very quick question.
Okay.
This Kringle Gold coin, how do you marry the Kringle coin, the original TBC Kringle coin, with this new one? For those of us who have some coins or who have some Kringles already, how do you marry the two together?
We do not. There is no way to set up an exchange for Kringles that will work, because there's no way the system is set up for massive membership, and until that's achieved, the ability to do an exchange will always fall behind. It always is something we could not possibly come up with a way of exchanging and have there be other things other than it just draining whatever value you want to put into it. There's so much coin out there that's such at a high price that you can't ever do it. The only way to be successful with the original TBC coin is to have massive membership. That means once you've crossed 100 million members, at least, not a billion members, you have to get to 100 million for the to be a lot more easily to be exchanged. So we're not even going to try.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, next. We'll try Shadi David. I think you disappeared before I could press it. So I'll go to the next one. Seth Dogby. Oh, Shadi David showed up again. It keeps jumping around, so I'm trying to click unmute. Okay, Shadi David, you're unmuted.
Hello, sir.
I think Seth is also, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Dan Lutz. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Merry Christmas.
Same to you. I really want to appreciate you for this brilliant idea you have brought to the table that is going to help everybody in the Kringle Society.
You're welcome. Oh, that was the end? Okay. Seth, you're also unmuted. You might want to go ahead and start.
With this Kringle Gold coin.
Oh, Shadi came back. Shadi?
Is there going to be a limited amount of money? Yes. Can you hear me?
You broke up. You went away for about 30
Hello?
seconds. You're back now.
Okay. Sorry. Probably I have a very poor connection.
Yes. Say again.
So I was.
Okay. I think I'm going to mute you, and then we'll go on.
You're good to go. Yes. Then my second question is, for those who will join up at the very beginning, how long will it take for liquidity to come into the ecosystem? How long, how many months before it can be converted to Bitcoin? or how long will it take for the MasterCard to get ready?
Okay, so for liquidity is immediate from the first day, right? For going to debit cards, that is going to be part of our phase 2. What our phase 1 is the gold grain coins out on the market. While we're building the gold grain coins out there as a stable coin, we'll be developing the AI trading systems in our phase 2. And from there, once that's in place, then we will be working towards the debit cards, the payment gateways for API for those, using QR codes. That's all part of phase 2. So that may be at least 4, 5, 6 months before the debit cards would be available. But in the meantime, you still have available to go to Bitcoin. It's just as though you would have whatever the price of gold is, you can redeem it in Bitcoin. Okay. Oh well. Okay, let's move on here. Okay. So let's see. Seth Dogby, you're unmuted. And Christian
Yeah.
as well. So hi.
Hello. Good day, everyone.
Hello, Christian. I can only see the
Yeah.
top of your head.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you and only see you from the bottom of your chin.
Good day, everyone. Happy Christmas to everyone.
Yes, happy Christmas to you too.
Yeah. So, Mr. Dan, thanks for the wonderful job you did there, and we really appreciate everything. Yeah. So, like you said, you're a magician. We appreciate you've done. The magic is out, and we are very happy to see the magic.
That's the magic. So,
yeah.
It's just like the magic in here is advanced financial capabilities, right?
Yeah. So what I want to add now is that though you've done the necessary explanation, but I think the people will need more explanatory videos maybe before or after the launching for more guidance and every other thing needed.
Well, we will continue to go ahead and do many more Zoom conference and everything. Not now. We'll wait until after we've passed some of the holidays. Maybe we do one more after 5 days or so before the new year. Maybe one after. But as soon as there's a plan, I'll let you know in the new Path Forward Telegram group.
Okay. That would be very nice.
Okay.
So, congratulations to everyone. We are very happy.
Well, thank you. All right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
All right. Who is next? Seth Dogby. You're still unmuted. No? Okay. I'm going to mute you again, Seth, and I'm going to lower your hand. You can raise your hand again if you want to come on. All right. Anyone else? Who's next? Oh, we've got, so like 50 participants here. So if you're, I can look in, I'll look in the chat area, see if there's any questions there. Okay, no, I don't have any other questions there. Oh, the hands have raised. So Richard is there. Okay, Richard. I'll unmute Richard.
Hello.
There. How's it going, Richard?
Yeah, I forgot to add, simultaneously on all this, we're translating everything into Spanish for the Spanish community, which is going to be quite large. That's all I wanted to say, really.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
That's it.
All right, no problem. All right. Okay, I'm unmuting Bolu. Whoop. I'm really, I didn't get the name, but you're unmuted now. Oh, maybe not. Click the button.
Hello, thank you very much.
Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, Bulu Akwe from Nigeria. Yeah, I just want to speak on, to emphasize more on what the second to the last caller just said now about the video. We will need like the tools, because from what I've seen here now, this is the original abundance coin, and we want to work along with it, because with what I've seen, I going to eradicate poverty. Now we need a tool. We want you to work on that for us for seminars, because this is to spread the gospel to the people here and there. Because we've done that in TBC, and we thank God for where we are today. And we know that if that one has not come to existence, there won't be a new path forward. And we've already learned from our mistakes. Now we need a tool to do seminars.
Oh, I lost you. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So once this has been is been exchanged from the beginning, we don't need to even shout here and there, because people can even testify to it. So we need the tools, seminar tools, so that can be downloaded from the website. So that's my opinion.
Yes. Yes. From the very first, it's exchangeable back to Bitcoin at any time. The key though is for us to be able to go ahead and leverage it and then start the phase 2. So phase 2 is going to take us probably until March before we're able to phase 2. So phase 1 will be just selling the gold grain coins. So as many grains get sold, they can be exchanged back at any time. We got a lot of noise. Mute you. I'm not sure which one it is now. Oh, the noise is
I don't think it's from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they muted themselves, I think. So this is the point is that in getting these coins, it's like having gold in your wallet. So you can exchange them back and forth as you need. So I also anticipate that gold price will continue to go up as the fiat moves down, right? We're going to see the fiat disappear over the next 2 years, I'd say. And gold price is going to continue to shoot up. And so just holding this as gold coins is also one way. And since you're able to go back and forth with Bitcoin, it will also be a very good way of using it as a stable coin, right? So you can always move. Bitcoin is dropping, you move over into this coin.
Okay.
Right?
Satisfied, sir.
All right. Who's next? Okay, there's Aslam Ogboy. Sorry, I'm very bad at pronunciation of the African names.
Sadan, good afternoon, sir.
Yes. See, my name is simple. It's just Dan. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Merry Xmas, Dan.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
Okay. Well done work so far. In as much as I know, there are so many other works ahead. My question may be a bit ambiguous, but I want to narrow it by asking, how and when can one have access to the white paper, which can then guide for one to get better information, do you understand?
Sure.
So that you don't ask ambiguous questions and maybe so on. That's number one. Number two is the technicalities that may be involved in creating the wallets, doing the transactions, and so on and so forth. How it will be handled. Will it be handled through this Zoom, this very normal Zoom meeting we usually have? That's the wallet technicalities involved in wallet creation, registration, transaction, and the second one, as the first one is having access to the white paper and the when and how. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let's look at the white paper to start off with. Let's see. I'm just gonna bring it up.
Maybe if it can be in PDF formats.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It will be available downloadable. I just don't have it set up for that right now. But what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up, right now to show on the screen. I'll show it. I don't have it downloadable right now, but it will be there.
Okay.
But I'll show it to you right now. We'll go quick through it. Let me just get to that. There we go. All right. I'll share my screen. So this is the 4th draft version. All right, from 10/8/19. All right. So I basically had shown this one page to everyone on a previous meeting that we had, a Zoom meeting, right? And a lot of this, most everything that's on here is on the website, just so you know. It's probably at least 95% of what's here is on the website already. But I will go ahead and make this available. I'm just showing it to you right now. We also need to go ahead and add a couple of things on here that have not been added since this was done. So there's like the governance section will have to be added to here. The change, I said it's listing out because initially it was ERC20 Ethereum, and that's not the case anymore. So that has to be updated. But there is some things here that are not on the website, but mostly everything is on the website.
Okay.
All right.
Mm,
So,
I'm listening, sir.
okay, and what was your other question? So one was about the white paper, and
The second question is on the technicalities involved in the wallet creation, transaction, and registration. Maybe exactly when it will commence and how we are going to have the lectures on about this.
right. Well, it will start probably after the first week of January. We maybe a little sooner. We may get a couple of people in, the first leaders in, and do some testing, and make sure that everything is okay. So that was it. So that again, it will be done from the other site, and it'll be more directed towards just the coin itself, as opposed to the Kringle Gold ecosystem. And we will do, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. We'll do Zoom meetings to get started, all right, and answer questions. I'll be creating some PowerPoint presentations also to make it much more easier and straightforward. There's a lot of material there, obviously. It's so it can be overwhelming, right? There's a lot there.
Oh.
But, we will
Okay.
reduce it down into some much easier to understand, presentation.
Okay. The pronunciation of the name Anslem Oibo or Good Ideas. You can call me Good Ideas. It's okay. That's my username. Good Ideas.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, Good Ideas.
I know. Well, no,
that's my organization name.
No, I get it. I said it's a good idea to call you Good Ideas.
Okay. It's okay. I'll communicate with you. I appreciate. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Aslan. I mean, good ideas.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Bye.
Okay. Next, Michael. You raise your hand.
Ooh. Good day, Mr. Dan Luz.
Hello, Michael.
Good day, Dan Luz.
Yeah. So how's it going?
I'm fine. I'm really happy to stand before you, to stand by you today. And we find it difficult to actually join this meeting. A lot of us out there at the new path forward are able to join the meeting because of network and password issue.
No.
I wouldn't want to take you back because I don't know, maybe most of the questions I've asked, but I just came in now, not quite long. And I don't want to take you back because possibly most of the questions I would love to ask, maybe you have already explained them when you were doing your lectures. However, I want to plead with you your possibility of immediately, uploading this meeting to the new path forward Telegram group.
Yeah.
So that members.
Yeah. I'll make it available. I will post it as a video on YouTube and then make that link available.
Okay.
So it'll actually, I'll make it I'll do it by tomorrow because it takes time to process.
Okay. Please, may I know the name of the coin, please?
Gold grain coin.
Okay, gold grain coin.
Yeah, gold or grains for short. It's one.
Okay.
Basically, for every gold grain coin that is purchased, we will buy 1 grain of gold and store it away.
Okay.
Right. And then we will store it in a Swiss storage vault, and then we will leverage it with a Swiss bank. Right. So with this leverage, we will get more cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, for example, and use that for trading in the crypto exchanges. So we will always.
That's great. That sounds great.
So we will always guarantee the price of the coin will be paid out in Bitcoin at the current gold market price. Gold at spot. Whatever the gold spot market price is, this coin will be basically sold at. Buy and sell. Just as though it was a gold coin, a physical gold coin. But then this also, because we do this, we're also able to go ahead and do a AI trading bot called Sarah in gold. All right, so we're doing this gold leverage Sarah gold program. The benefit that's generated from this on a daily basis flows into our economy, our Kringle Gold economy. So members participating in this get a share of that based upon their participation without them spending any money. No cost to join.
That's great.
Yeah, all by participation.
That's great. So when are we expecting the launch?
So when, well, this is the launch. You mean when can you sell the coin? Well, we'll
yes.
start,
when are we going to have the website? When are we going to have the website? When are we going to register? When are we going to start the?
Oh, you're late, man. We showed the whole website.
Okay. You know, I came late. I'm telling you, we find it difficult to log in.
It's okay. It's kringlegold.com.
Okay, kringlegold.com. Okay.
So you can go check out the website.
Great. That's great.
Right, and then from there, we will, in about a week, we will be testing the referral system and the points, and so we can possibly start just after that, and you can go ahead and start selling the coin. That's phase one. Phase two would be being able to take these coins and go into the gold trading bot system, and that basically moves that wealth into our community. And then by participation, you'll get a share in carats as a second coin. The other coin is called Carat Reward Token.
Okay.
So that's carats. So we've got grains and carats. So we got 2 coins. One coin is out on the market.
Hello.
Yes. Do you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I hear you.
I'm with you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have 2 coins. One coin is the gold grain coin that's out on the market. 1 grain of gold with 1 grain of gold. 1 gold grain coin, 1 grain of gold. We have then our Kringle Reward Token. Carats, we have internal, and it's only used in our economy.
Okay.
All right. So
All
anyway,
right. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Sure. You watch the video tomorrow, then we next time we can have more questions.
Yeah, we'll be eager to have the video so that we can go through it and do other things. We appreciate your efforts, and we pray that God give you the strength to deliver. Mostly Africa, we are happy from the poverty. Thank you very much.
Well, we've got the Philippines and Papua New Guinea also on the call, so everyone's happy. Well, US is there, England is there. I see, Richard, did you raise your hand again? I'm not sure. I'll unmute you just in case. I'll mute you. Where'd you go? There you go.
I'm here.
Yes. So what, did you raise your hand again? I wasn't sure.
No.
No, okay. That was just from before. I thought I had already clicked it off. But there's always a delayed reaction in this. So Okay, well, I guess we're if there's no more questions, we're good for today. And I look forward to the next one, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Of course, we'll wait another few seconds to see if anyone's raising their hand. But I will make this video available, as I said, by tomorrow, and it'll be posted in the new Path Forward group. Also available. I'm going to just have it on my channel. It won't. Well, no. Well, for right now, I'll keep it still unlisted, but it'll be available in the listing will be in the new Path Forward group. Oh, there is another hand. Okay, let me go ahead and unmute.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, Happy Christmas. So we say Merry and Happy.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
hello, can you hear me?
I hear you good. Go ahead, go for it.
Yes, we really appreciate what you are doing. I have nothing to say unless to thank you and to alert you that there is one Anthony Chidi Okeri. He wants to talk to you, but he don't know how to raise hand. He just raising hand on the screen. Okay. Notice him and unmute him. He have something to tell you.
Okay, Anthony is unmuted now.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. That was a good way to do it.
I'm really very happy to be a part of this history.
Yeah, but I only see the top of your head.
Ah. Okay, maybe I should stand up.
Oh, there you go. Now I can see.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm very happy for this project.
Good.
I want to find, yeah, there are two questions I want to ask. Yeah, one is for we Tibetians, is there anything we could benefit from this project? That's one.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Are you saying is there any way to exchange?
Yeah, what other benefit can we derive? You know, being a member of this pathway and also having TBC.
So there is no way to exchange.
Okay, but any other benefits for holding TBC? And
the only way for TBC to be exchangeable is with massive membership. It's the way it's designed. And I'm afraid on the current path, I don't see massive membership joining. So I think it's very slow growth that's we're going to see from it. So maybe it takes 5 years, maybe it takes 10 years to get to massive membership. So we will see. But in the meantime, I wanted to make something that is immediate abundance now, not later.
Okay. Then the second question I want to find out, I'm also a member of Abundance Mind.
Yes.
I'm also following you there at Abundance Mind. I want to find out, is there any way you can incorporate Abundance Mind into this new path forward?
It is.
Okay, that's what I want to find out.
Yeah, it's already put on there as one of the projects to do. It's not the first project. The first projects are the AI trading, but abundance mining will be another project that's done. And the abundance token is going to be part of the wallet of the Kringle Gold system.
Okay.
So we can add more coins, right? The more abundance algorithm-based coins, anything that we can see that is going to generate benefit for our members, we can create it into a project. So of course, Abundance Mine. Abundance Mine is capital intensive to get started, right? It requires a lot of money to buy the mining equipment. And at the time when we launched it, there was Bitcoin was going down, 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 down. And so no one wanted to get into doing mining at the time. And there was also a lot of mining companies out there. The problem is that they promised so much and they couldn't deliver because they were buying power. In Abundance Mine, the idea was to create solar power so there would not be a requirement to buy power. And so anyway, so we will go ahead and incorporate that. It's already on the drawing board. Actually, maybe I can bring up the drawing board and show it. Let me see. Give me a moment here. All right. Sorry, it'll take me a little bit of time to grab it. Okay, let me share my screen. So this is basically how the ecosystem is functioning, right? So this is down here is the minting process, right? And how we're, basically we bring in members. They come in from here. We have an event coordinator. They get paid commission. We've got the gold at spot. The members are coming in, and there's their wallet going from left to right. Minting is down here. This gets put into these into the trusts, and so there's Bitcoin that gets exchanged out. The rest of this goes into the AI trading over here, and then it gets converted into the carrots over on this side. But up here, this is like one of the projects is the ecosystem partners. And how we go out to debit cards or online shopping or brick and mortar travel or member payments. And then, this is another one of the other trading systems. But then here, this one here in the green is the Abundance Mine project. So that's just one, but we can keep adding future programs, right? But so it's meant to continue to add one step at a time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate.
Okay, next. No more hands.
You can unmute me now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, go ahead and unmute me.
I muted you. Okay. Any more hands going up? Okay. Well, I guess then we're good. We've been going for almost 3 hours, so it's a good time to break. See, one more hand, Edwin. All right, unmute you. Go ahead, Edwin.
Hello, good afternoon from the Netherlands.
Hey, how's it going in the Netherlands?
Yes, Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Awesome. Yeah, I was going in the Netherlands. Yeah, I still have to work. Yeah, and that's no problem. We all have to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all have the dream about the billion coin, right?
Yes.
And I'm in it from the very beginning, and I always watched your videos then. And mostly I'm the first one who always liked your videos because yeah, I'm on top of it. I have one question about it.
Yes.
How will this affect TBC? And what will TBC admin think about this project? And what are your thoughts about it?
Well, my thoughts is that I don't see how TBC is going to achieve things the way admin is taking things right now. the Bitcoin bounty system, I do not think is something that is going to make great amounts of members join. There will be people that join with it, and there will be people, but I don't see it as massive growth, especially considering that particular system is illegal in 75% of the world. Taking membership fees and splitting them is not allowed.
The governments don't allow that, because they don't allow us to get wealthy.
Well, but I understand why it was explained to me why. I mean, maybe hey, Alan, would you like to, I'm going to unmute you, Alan, if you're still there. Why don't you chime in on this and explain? You might have a better way of explaining this as to why, that particular type of system is illegal. But many network marketing type of companies are illegal around the world, right? And so when you literally pick a system that has been made illegal, it doesn't bode well for the massive growth.
But he is trying. Admin is trying to.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get it. But also the punishment of members for not doing things. Even this latest, restricting the amount of Kringles you can do in a day. What's the purpose in that? I mean, what does that actually do? It's supposed to stop, again, the discounters, as they can only send a certain number. I mean, is that really, again, we're still time and effort and money in trying to basically get people to stop from discounting. It's so difficult. So
it's really sad. It's really sad. We have such much people who are trying to discount and it's unbelievable. Also, what we read in the blog last days about people getting a lot of fake emails to get the reward for the Bitcoin bounty. It's unbelievable, but it's happening.
Yeah, I get it, but this is the Bitcoin bounty system is a system of greed.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and what is it? And what is it about selling TBC? Who can sell TBC now? Nobody. So this is not a very good path.
No.
And even the whole idea of getting an. I really didn't want to get into a lot of conversation about TBC in this particular meeting. I want to kind of stay positive, and right now my feeling is not very good in which direction TBC is going, and it can stop, right?
Yeah.
it can change and go back, and that's what I read already from the website. It's already posted there on the website. Go back to where it was before, right?
Yes.
And slowly grow. But there has to be something for members that is going to be able to go. And the reason to go to a new blockchain and all of this other money for development it's not justified. I don't see it as justified. It's a way, $1 million is needed. I don't see that. I'm not spending $1 million.
You must explain that much better to the people, because I understand what you say about that issue. And I want to compliment you about the website. I was going through it. Very nice, very nice.
Oh,
awesome. And hopefully, people will notice this one, and we can also create more growth in the TBC community with this program.
Well,
I hope so.
I think looking at gold grain coins all by itself, not about the ecosystem, but just about being a stable coin. There's a lot of excitement from people that we've been expressing it to, and that are in the financial world. Right, nothing to do with TBC, nothing to do with what we're wanting to build with this economy. But as itself, as a stable coin, we can see this literally becoming one of the top 10 coins of all cryptocurrencies within a year.
Awesome.
It can happen.
Yeah,
So
okay. We also need the members, right?
Yeah, well, we're looking at large buyers. You know, people that are basic organizations that need to want to move their move into something that is tied to gold, and the way we're doing it is unique, and it takes away the hassle of the gold. A lot of the gold companies that are coming into this that try to do crypto are coming to it from a gold mindset, right? They know how to do gold, right? And they're trying to fit it into crypto, but we're not doing that. We're doing crypto and taking the best part of gold, right?
Okay.
So Alan, I know you're back. Alan, you're unmuted, but I was going to ask you, because you have experience also in the network marketing side of things, and the issue of the Bitcoin bounty. If you talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Just a little bit. The MLM world is becoming highly scrutinized and highly regulated out there. And just the mere fact, one of the biggest taboo points of any organization is to require a membership fee, and that fee is going to be split amongst the principals of the company or people that are recruiting people, is illegal. So, going down that path with, and I don't want to badmouth TBC or anybody else, because it doesn't matter what they do. They're just going down the wrong path right now. And what we're doing is got a lot more hope, a lot more future, and a lot more positive aspects about it, and for the future where we can go with the wealth for the world. We're taking high tech plus the principles of the number one currency in the world, which is gold, and marrying that together to get us away from the fiat concept, and also the crypto world, where it hasn't addressed both of those worlds too well. So,
no, thank you. Well, we've got a couple more hands up, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll mute you again, Malin.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, and then, okay. Well, I don't know. There's good ideas. I'll lower the hand and unmute. Oh, I mean, it keeps shifting around. I'm clicking, then I unmuted maybe the wrong one, but okay. Hugo is unmuted.
Hello, greetings everybody. I'm Mr. Dan.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
This is just to Merry Christmas, sir. I'm very happy to be a part of this new pathway forward, and I must commend you sincerely. I just look at it as a total correction of where we are coming from. This is where we are going. This new pathway forward is a total correction of where we are coming from. And I say kudos to you, sir. Thumbs up. This can only be better. And I welcome everybody. I say Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, who's next? Okay, I think we're no more hands. So it's when we hit 3 hours, then it gets to be Let's try to close it down, and then everyone raises their hand at the same time. But that's all right. All right. So why don't I say we'll close it down now. See, I knew one more hand. It always happens. All right, there, unmuted. Go ahead, Aslam.
Good ideas.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Anslam.
Anslam.
Good ideas.
Yes.
Anslam.
Yes.
Yeah, Anslam. You are correct. Anslam.
Yes. Good ideas.
Okay. Yes. Okay. My question then is, will this coin be mineable via Android phone?
No. There's nothing to do with mining.
Okay.
We're minting. We mint them. We mint them, and we basically acquire gold to match. So we have no limit, only the amount of gold that there is available.
Okay.
So we don't have.
There is something you just made mention of right away. Now you don't want to be talking about TBC in this new project.
No, I don't want. I don't want to.
And I'm saying something, sir.
Yes.
And I'm supporting you 110%. 110%, because talking about another project there is no, they cannot be exchanged. So no need of, as far as they cannot be exchanged, no need of talking about TBC in this project. And since you said that you are not going to be entertaining questions on this issue, I'm very, very happy. If you can post it even in the group, no more entertaining questions about TBC, as long as this project cannot be exchanged with TBC, it cannot be swapped with TBC. So no need of discussing. Any discussion on TBC is all about trying to psych the new path forward motions, try to psych, and there are spies in our group. Do you understand? So discussing about it, you will be misunderstood and misquoted and so on and so forth. So if you maintain your statement of not talking about the TBC anymore, as long as this new platform is concerned, that is very excellent. When we go to the platform of TBC, we talk about TBC. But this new platform, let's talk about this project and understand, because you understand, you gave birth to this project.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear.
And you understood it very well. Some of us, can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm just saying, let me comment on what you're saying here. All right. I was saying that I don't want to speak about anything too negative about TBC on this launch meeting, right? I understand that there's a lot.
Whether positive or negative, I mean.
Okay, let me finish. So I understand that there's a lot of people that are upset, all right, and they want to express that. There will be plenty of time to talk about those issues. We'll make certain programs that we can talk about those issues, what the new policy is or whatever. We can talk about, but on this particular thing and talking about the launch, we really need to focus on what the new path forward is and not what was going on in the past. Yes, some of it is there because this is our roots, this was the mission, and we want to achieve the mission. So we have to recognize where we were and where we're going. So we have some conversation about it, but let's not get into all this negativity and try to stay as positive as possible as we move forward. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, can I still say something, sir?
Yes.
Okay, what I want to say is, if people that have grievances, there are people who have engaged in numerous businesses that you may gain or you lose. You have the grievances. You go to the appropriate quarter to lay your grievances. What I'm saying, in administration, more we talk about that, more the energy we're supposed to use, the time we're supposed to use to talk and chat forward, cross-fertilize ideas on how to move forward. We're using it to be going backwards or dwelling in a particular place. Nothing that we are going to discuss on TBC in this platform that will bring solution to the TBC, as long as those ideas cannot be effective in that community. Yeah. It's only the issue discussing it in that TBC community and the ideas being taken. Yes. That's when it will make sense. That's when it will be fruitful.
I understand what you're saying. I think there's one thing to recognize, though, is that there's pain in the community from this, right? A lot of pain. And when and a lot of ways that people deal with the pain is they want to speak about it and they want to take it and bring it out and talk about it. And I understand that, and there will be part of our transition is to address the issues, right, that are so painful, right? Because a lot of people put a lot into it, and there's people that were well, again, I don't want to get too far into this. We'll table that, but I just want to say that we recognize that there are things that had happened, but we want to go ahead and focus at least today on these positive things, and what we're trying to create is a way to bring abundance now, right? And something that is really achievable now, and that will actually over time the pain will be softened by handling this now.
It's okay. Let me just say, it's my opinion. I just say, sir, not your own. It's just my own humble opinion. So you are the leader. You can chart the forward. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just recognizing that Anthony wants to be unmuted again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I want to quickly ask, what should be the minimum investments? Minimum.
One coin.
Buying the gold coin.
Well, no, actually the minimum is nothing, just participation.
Okay.
You join, if you had no money and you joined, right, and you did things for the community, you could earn points. That point would return you carrots. Those carrots you could use within the economy or exchange out to Bitcoin. So the minimum is 0. Just your, what is your effort, your things that you do. As for getting coin, 1 coin,
yes.
You can get 1 coin. There's nothing other than getting 1. There's no maximum, no minimum. Maximum would be is what's available at the time, but we can always mint more. We just have to plan for it.
Okay.
All right. We're setting up a process, right? So it's a little bit more. It's not like other cryptocurrencies, right? We have things that we're going to have to do, at a particular time, right? So we're going to have to set up this process, and so the minting events will eventually come down to maybe we're doing a minting events once a day or once a week or once a month. Whatever that turns into, we will schedule those and then perform those. For right now, we're starting with pre-minted coin, and that they're available for to be purchased from day one. However many you want, it does not matter. 1, 10, 100, 1,000 does not matter.
Yeah, we are meant to understand that 1 grain of coin will be exchanged for this gold grain coin. 1 gold grain coin,
yes, will
be equivalent to 1 grain of gold.
Yes, in Bitcoin. So if it's 0.000545 Bitcoin for 1, that's what it is in Bitcoin at that time. Whatever the price of gold is at that time, you'll just have to figure it out. So it's that plus, if it's newly minted coin, then it will be plus the minting fee. Just say adding 30%.
Okay, like in TBC, we are aware that 8 grains of gold is equivalent to 25 USD. That's what we are paying. So
yeah,
in this case,
well, if you want to look at it against fiat, the problem with that is that the price of gold against fiat is going up, right? So it's hard to keep changing that. Okay. The gold price related to Bitcoin is what we're looking at.
Okay.
right? We don't want to look at the price against of this, and we're really not looking about the word investment, right? We can't use these words that are tied to the securities industry, right? Anything is tied to security. So you say the word investment, you know, you ROI, these are the taboo words, right? We think that they mean something in our heads, right? But when we use them as an organization, we get someone looking and say, hey, are you talking about a security? And the answer is no. So we don't say those things. So, you know, I'm not saying certain words, right? Let's say profit. We don't want to say the word profit. We don't want to say the word. So what we would say is that we're generating coin, and that coin is divided up, and everyone has benefit from it, right? So we try to, you know, make sure that the words we use are appropriate for what we're doing, not for what people think that they're saying, right? We understand certain things, and we want to make, because we have learned certain lingo in our lives to mean something, but that's why as community leaders, we want to make sure to represent the right wording. Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, you can mute me.
I muted you. Okay. Going once. Going twice. No more hands? No more questions? Okay, good. So as soon as I say that, okay, we're done, the hand's gonna go up, I know. Well, okay. I'd like to thank everyone for taking out, you know, the time on Christmas Eve. Now it's Christmas Day, you know, 3 hours into Christmas Day in Fiji. It'll actually be approaching 2 more hours from now. Christmas will start here in the Philippines, and then it'll gonna chase around the world until it makes it to Fiji, and it'll be like the 26th in Fiji. So with that, I really appreciate everyone for being here, and I'm looking forward to an abundant Christmas next year. So I appreciate everyone here, and let's go forward and build a new path forward. Thank you, everyone. I'll unmute everyone, and everyone can say goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Unmuted.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Dan. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Nelson Asemome, it's nice to see everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes. Cheers.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Christmas, everybody.
Enjoy.
I'm having fun already.
Yeah, so I can see.
You guys in the glorious 2020.
That's good. You're already enjoying.
Thank you.
That's great. That's great.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Oh, oh, oh. Merry
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry Christmas, Mr. Dean. Merry Christmas, Sir Dean. Merry Christmas. God bless you.
God bless everyone.
God bless you.
Oh, I see a hand.
Bless you. God bless you.
I tell you what, I'm gonna mute. Hello. All right, and I'll unmute Chuck. Chuck. Okay. You're unmuted. You raised your hand. You have a question? On our way out? You're the only one with your hand up. Oh, hand is down. Okay. Say goodbye, everyone.
Have fun, Mr. Dean. Have fun. Have fun.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Dean. Have fun. Fun.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Dean, have fun. Mr. Dean, take a break. Mr. Dean, take a break. Take a break. Fun. Then tomorrow you can come back to work. Have fun, Mr. Dean. Go to your wife. Go to your family. Have fun.
You too.
Come back tomorrow.